On Apple this week, you can see that price has really been ranging around here quite heavily, and a big failure right there on the 24th of November, followed by this nice little push to the downside here. Now, the real question is this going to be the bottom of the range here or not? Okay, so it has turned into a range now. And it would be really nice to see it pop back up here into the 175 up to 176 zone, supply zone up there. And again, both of these zones have been hit several times now. And as the zones get hit more and more, the weaker and weaker they get. So if we see 165 break, don't be surprised to see price come down here into the 156 to 155 zone that we have all the way down there. Okay, so right now it is the question of, will we see another retest of the high? Will we see a range going back and forth? Now, technically on this market, the trend is up, and therefore, until price says different, we could definitely be taking a long into the highs from this purple zone that we have right here. So let's go ahead and go down to the 60-minute zones to see a little bit more of that support that would be lying around right around in here for this coming week. So as you can see, price touched this nice little blue zone here very, very nicely, and obviously price has been coming down here, and it's been pretty choppy in its movement to the downside. So again, everything really reconfirming the range. So this coming week, I would like to see a pop back up into supply up here. So if we can see a bounce into the 174 zone, that would really make me feel good that the uptrend is going to really take effect. However, you can see all of these support zones, or excuse me, all these resistance zones being formed here. So if we don't see some major breakage here up of resistance, then be on the lookout for this, the bottom of the daily zone, to break down here at the 165 area. If that zone breaks, then I think this thing is going to continue to fall down to 155 pretty easily. But this is the last zone of hope here that we have. What I'd really be looking for is to see price just barely peak and close above that 170 zone, that nice little aqua zone there. If price can do that, then I think that we can get up into the 174 again, basically up into the top part of the range, and it'd be moving with trend. However, if it doesn't close above this zone, then I would say price is going to fall and fail from another retest of the highs. Looking at Amazon this week, we can see price has been moving to the upside very nicely, above 1,200 now, and price has come back down here and given us a nice little pullback at the 1125 demand zone here, and I'm just really seeing this as a pullback in the overall direction of trend. So I see nothing but blue skies up above us. Now, as we move to the upside, I don't think it's going to be that steep. I think price is going to come up here. It may come back down again, you know, wobble around here just a little bit. And it could take some time for us to see the 1200 again, but I think this could be happening over the rest of the month and into the new year as it approaches 1200 yet again. So it could take some time, could meander around in here a little bit, but I think overall this market is in an uptrend and it will continue to rise. So let's go ahead and look at some of the support and resistance that's going to be coming on in the lower time frames here. As we look at support on the bottom side, obviously we see price bouncing off of a chocolate zone and aqua zone that make up that daily zone, daily demand zone down below. Now up above us, we do have a little bit of resistance that we're hitting into right now. And I believe that the price is going to push up through this zone here this week and probably push into the 1172 area, possibly reforming coming back down and reforming this resistance zone that it's in right now before we see like a 1188 type of zone play. So that's really what I'm looking to have happen this week is price to be pushing up a little bit more into supply. But overall, staying around in this general area, possibly moving back into the 1188 zones. On the top side here, we've looked at the support or the demand zone here, or supply zone here, and just above us, we have another daily supply zone, which coincides with this 60-minute supply zone up here. Very nice and pretty. So as it comes in through into the 1188 zone, realize that this is just temporary resistance, and the bigger daily supply zone coincides with this 60-minute level extremely nicely. And so that's where we're looking at price moving overall in the direction of the uptrend here.